Hey guys, today I wanted to talk about rejection and how we handle it. So, for one thing, I think rejection often isn't actually rejection. We see it as rejection and it's not necessarily the case. So, if a friend doesn't want to hang out, it may have nothing to do with you. It may not actually be a rejection. But when we do get rejected for something like a new job, for example, how do we handle that? Especially if you're really excited about this new job. And I think there's ways we can handle this. First of all, I think we can know that it's not the right job for us. And I know that's just my personal thought of I think everything has a purpose and a reason. I know not everybody believes in that. My husband doesn't even believe in that. I am the type of person that I believe everything happens for a reason, but it helps me. Because then if I'm looking at a job I really wanted and I didn't get it, I have to look and go, well, there's a reason I didn't get this. Because if I was meant for it, I would have gotten this job. And then I look and I go, you know what? It may be that something's coming down the line that's even better for me. If you ask somebody out and they say no, that's okay. It means that that person was not the person for you. And that's good. That's good that time wasn't wasted with someone that, like, if they would have said yes just out of pity, that's not fun because now you have someone that's not even interested in you wasting your time. So I think how we calculate in our brain the rejection that's going on, if we know that everything happens for a reason. If you don't believe in that, it's fine. I do. If you think that everything happens for a reason, it makes you actually grateful for those rejections. And sometimes it's just a straight rejection and you have to be grateful for it. Sometimes it's the lesson in the rejection that we get. Sometimes you're looking at a job you want to get and you don't get it. They don't think you're qualified enough for it. Well, that's information. Then that's okay, well, what can I do to become more qualified so I can apply for either this job again or something like it? And even if the place says no to you, you can ask them, like, well, what things do you want to see in someone? How could I be a better candidate for this? So, rejection and things like that, I think it's just a matter of looking at why the rejection happened and looking for the lessons in it. And again, I always talk about lessons because I think in every craptastic situation, there is so much gold. There's so much, so many lessons we can learn from this situation. So I'm trying to think of specific rejection issues I've had. Um, so I know as a child, this is a big one because it's like those childhood traumas and whatnot. When I was a kid, there were certain like boys I liked in school, right? I was always trying to be part of the cool crowd, and I never was. I was never part of the cool crowd, and I tried, it didn't work. I eventually gave up on that, and I embraced the geeky nerddom that I am. But at the time, that was very difficult when you're a child. So I would be interested in certain people or try to befriend certain people, and they would completely snub me. Now, here's the thing. I can look at that and be, at the time I was a kid, I didn't have these tools. I'm talking to you guys as adults, but I'm pointing this out because it came to my head. So I can look at that now and go, wow, I'm so glad that didn't work out. Because honestly, those people that I thought were so cool were pretty flippin' shallow about a lot of stuff. So when I look at that, I think, well, maybe that was a good thing. And I had a bit more time on my own. So my own sense of self and creativity grew because of that, because I didn't have those other people telling me who I was supposed to be. So that's helped. Sure, there's still traumas we grow up with and we have to get past them and whatnot, but we can look at the lessons within it. So my thing to you is if you are facing some kind of rejection, what can you learn from it? What blessings in disguises are in that rejection, whatever it is? And I know it sucks. And I know when you're in the middle of it, it's hard to see these things. So it may be that you have to wait until you're a little bit out of it to dig for those lessons. But if you can dig for them while you're in it, it just shortens that window of pain that we go through. And I think we do need some of that pain to grow and learn, but we can shorten it and learn to enjoy the ride better. So it's not quite as harsh. So Just my 2 cents. I don't know if that helps any of you guys, but something that came to my head I thought I would share. So, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.